Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. Friends, finally the good news is out now for CRISE, that is Karnataka Residential Education Institution Society. The teacher recruitment is out. Totally 1087 posts are there. In this session we are going to discuss everything: the eligibility criteria, what is the exam pattern, what is the syllabus, what is the age limit, and when will the application date start and when it will end. So more than this also we will be discussing. Basically we will analyze the notification file in this video. Friends, many of you have been requesting us for this video in Telegram group and even messaging us personally. See, the notification which was released is only in Kannada. The English notification we did not find. It is not released. So that's why we did not want to make any mistake, because maximum aspirants watching our videos are from non-Kannada medium background. They are English medium background, Urdu medium background and so on. So that's why we wanted to make it simple for you. So let us discuss what all is there in the notification. So two notifications are released. One notification is for non-HK part, they call it RPC. Another notification is for Kalyana Karnataka part or Hyderabad Karnataka part, and this notification has been released on July 10th. So as per these notifications, in non-Hyderabad Karnataka region, for mathematics teachers there are 103 posts, and for science teachers there are 106 posts. Talking about Kalyana Karnataka, there are 35 posts for mathematics and 32 posts for science teachers. So basically in non-Hyderabad Karnataka portion, together if you see the number of posts, there are 767 posts, including all other teachers like Kannada language, English language, Hindi language, social science teachers and computer teachers and physical teachers. So like that only in Hyderabad Karnataka region, together they have called for 320 vacancies. Okay, now I will discuss everything in detail, whatever is there in the notification. So this notification we have seen from the KEA website, and KEA is the one which is going to conduct your CRISE examination for the teacher recruitment exams. Okay. So except the vacancies, rest all is the same for both the notifications, the non-HK and HK part. So I will discuss one. It is applicable for both the recruitments, okay, HK and non-HK part. So let us start with the eligibility criteria. Let us start with the mathematics teacher. For mathematics teacher, as per the details they have given here, the aspirant should have done BSc. In BSc, the subjects should be physics and mathematics compulsory. The aspirant must have done. Along with that, chemistry has to be done. But then here, I think they have put comma and they have left a space. I think there is some typing mistake or something is there here. So aspirants who have not done chemistry with physics and mathematics, like aspirants who have done some other subjects, don't get worried, because I feel that there is some mistake here, because there is no continuity. Because here you can see they are telling that ಈ ಕೆಳಗಂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಐಚ್ಛಿಕ ವಿಷಯವಾಗಿ ಅಭ್ಯಸಿಸಿರಬೇಕು. Any one they are telling. ಎಂದರೆ, for example, chemistry. Any one they are telling. Which is the other ones? Few more should be written, right? That is not written here. But as of now, as per strictly following this notification, aspirants who have done BSc, physics, mathematics and chemistry should be there. Then next, eligibility criteria. In B.Ed, the aspirant must have done science method. One more important eligibility criteria is about the language Kannada. So the aspirant who is applying for this post should have done Kannada either in BSc or in SSLC, or must have done diploma in Kannada, or must have done the Kannada courses will be there, right? That Kava, Jana, Ratna, those type of courses if you have done also, you are eligible. Basically you should have read Kannada in your academic time. Okay, same thing is there for science also, but for science teacher, BSc in science with chemistry, along with that botany and zoology also must be there in your BSc. Rest all is same. Your B.Ed must be in science method, and Kannada also same thing they have given for eligibility criteria. Okay. Next, moving forward with this notification, I am strictly discussing about mathematics and science teachers only. Okay. Next, more eligibility they are telling. What it should be means, more eligibility is the aspirant must have qualified Karnataka TET or CTET paper 2. So if aspirant has qualified Karnataka TET or CTET paper 2, along with that if the aspirant has done BSc, B.Ed, then the aspirant is eligible for these posts. Okay. Then what is the age limit? For general merit, the age limit is 45 years. For 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B aspirants, it is 48 years. For SC, ST and category 1 aspirants, the age limit is 50 years. Okay. I am discussing only important details here because aspirants are waiting for our video, right? So that's why I'm making it little quick, and at the same time I'm making it little easy for you all. Okay. Next, what is the application procedure? So you have to go to this website, https cetonline.karnataka.gov.in. It is basically a KEA website. You will get it easily. In that website, you have to apply online. And most importantly, you have to make note of this, that there is no option for correction in the application. So no separate window will be opened for correction. So that's why you have to be very careful. You have to read the notification carefully, then only apply. Okay. Next. What is the time limit here? When can you apply? See, the applications will start online from 15th of July 2026, and the last date to apply is 13th of August 2026. And if some aspirants whose money paying is pending, I mean the fee payment is pending, you can pay on 14th August 2026 also. So basically, after that the window will be closed, you will not be able to apply. So make it faster. Don't go till last date. Apply it early only. Then they are talking about pre-tenure period. Here they are telling pre-tenure period means candidates selected through direct recruitment. No, they will have a pre-tenure period of 2 years. So they will have to work for 2 years before the job gets guaranteed. And they are also giving you the pay scale also here. This is as per 2024 the pay scale is. So it is starting from 54,175 rupees, and then it is going till 99,400. So we don't need to get in these details right now, because right now for us exam is important, right? Then what else? Application fee. It is 750 rupees for general merit 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. In that 750 rupees, 500 rupees is your application fee, 250 rupees is your processing fee. And if you are from SC, ST or category 1 and third gender, then your fee will be 500 rupees. In that 250 rupees is application fee, 250 rupees is processing fee. And special ability aspirants, no fee, only processing fee you have to give, no application fee, 250 rupees you have to give. Okay, I mean you have to pay online. So you have to apply one application only allowed for one subject. If you want to apply for more subjects, then again you will have to pay extra fee, that is 100 rupees. Okay. Then what is the exam pattern? Is it offline or online? Means the exam pattern will be offline, and it will be a OMR type examination. And the exam centers, no, it will be chosen in some districts of Karnataka, and you have to download the admit certificate, I mean the admission certificate or the hall ticket, and then take along with the hall ticket one ID proof. It can be PAN card, Aadhaar card, license, I mean the license card, or your passport or voter ID, or even if you are a government servant, means that ID also will do. You have to take it in the examination hall. Okay. Then aspirants in case who have not done Kannada in the academic time, no, not done in BLC also, not done in SSLC also, diploma is also not done, or the courses of Kannada is also not done. In that case, you will have a language proficiency test of Kannada. That will be multiple choice questions, and those multiple choice questions will be for 150 marks. In that exam, you should score minimum of 50 marks. Then you will be eligible for a CRISE post. Okay. And what level of question paper will be conducted? That first language Kannada from SSLC, that much level of question paper will be there. Okay. Then what about the exam question paper? You will have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 will have 100 marks, 2 hours will be there. In paper 1, it is a general paper. In that you will have general knowledge with current affairs, general studies, geography, social science, history with Indian society and developments, social and cultural history of Karnataka, then economy, rural development of Karnataka, then science and technology, environmental problems, then we have intellectual ability. All this they will ask in paper 1. Basically it is a general paper, 100 questions will be there and MCQs for 2 hours, right? Then paper 2 will be subject specific. It will have 100 marks, MCQs, and 2 hours will be given for that. Subject specific means you will have maths and physics if you are a PM method aspirant. You will have chemistry, biology if you are a CB method aspirant. Okay. Then most importantly, you will have negative marking. 0.25 marks will be cut if you give wrong answer. Few more points they have given here, that the detailed schedule for the competitive exam, it will be published later on the authorities website they are telling. So don't be in hurry, have little patience, and whatever is given now, first read that in detail. I'll put this, actually I already put it in the Telegram channel, so you can read it and you try to understand after watching our video, right? And also they are telling most importantly here that it is mandatory for the aspirant to score at least 35 marks in the competitive examination in order to qualify. So if you do not score minimum 35 marks, then automatically you will be disqualified from the selection process. So this is important point you should know. Rest about negative marking though I told. So this is what are the important points which we thought. If you have any more doubts, then you can write in the Telegram group or in the comment section below this video. Don't worry, we will be giving you continuous updates related to whatever is posted in KEA website. Rest, please don't panic, don't take tension. This notification has come for everyone, right? And this was the most awaited notification also. So once notification has come, everything will come now, back to back, everything will be updated in the website. So let us try to stay updated and parallelly let us keep preparing. Okay friends, and related to the paid classes, no, once again I want to remind you all that, see, CRISE Physics and Mathematics is similar to HSTR Physics and Mathematics, but CRISE Physics, no, though it is similar, the CRISE Physics syllabus is very much more when compared to HSTR Physics. So CRISE Physics basics you have to learn from HSTR Physics. So that's why we combine HSTR and CRISE courses in our paid classes. Aspirants who want to take CRISE Physics must take HSTR PM course. That you have to understand, okay? So aspirants who want CRISE, please take HSTR PM course. Along with that, you can take a CRISE also. If you want more details, you can mail us to ataharthstr courses@gmail.com, or you can write message in WhatsApp to this number 9110558369. Okay friends, I really hope that I have helped you with this video. Thank you. All the best. Keep studying. Bye.